Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to Outdoor and Door Texan. Today I'll be showing y'all my recipe for Caribbean-style pepper sauce. Now to clarify, each island in the Caribbean tends to have a unique recipe that mirrors that particular island's native peppers, local fruits, and herbs. But overall, Caribbean pepper sauces have multiple things in common, like using tropical fruits, having a coarse consistency almost like a salsa, lots of citrus, and a few other main things. So this sauce isn't any one particular island's recipe, but more so made in the overall Caribbean style. So with all that being said, let's get started. First up, let's talk peppers. I'm working with about 10 orange habaneros, which are common here in Texas and pair very well with fruit. If you can find them, the more traditional pepper used in these types of sauces are usually Scotch bonnets. Now, Scotch bonnets have a very similar fruity flavor, but are actually slightly sweeter than habaneros. But the real big difference is that they pack almost double the heat that habaneros do. So if you do find them, be warned that they're going to bring the heat. Whichever pepper you do pick though, prep is very simple. Just remove the stems and toss them in your blender. Next up, we're going to add 1 large carrot or 6 to 8 baby ones. Now, carrots are commonly used in Caribbean and South American hot sauces as a natural sweetener as well as a thickening agent. The sauce won't taste like carrots, I promise. Now add 1 medium onion. I typically use a sweet or a mild yellow onion. Add 1 cup of pineapple slices. Now, the fruit type is one of those ingredients you have plenty of room to run with here. Instead of pineapple, try mango, passion fruit, star fruit, just about any tropical fruit you can get your hands on. They'll all bring a slightly different flavor profile to the sauce. Toss in 5 cloves of garlic. And now we're going to add about a half cup of cilantro. If you were in the Caribbean, you'd likely be using culantro instead. But since that's far less common here in my neck of the woods, we're going to go with its very similarly tasting cousin, cilantro. Add the juice from 2 limes, then run the blender just for a quick initial chop. Most Caribbean recipes don't usually fully liquefy their sauces, so try your best to keep an eye on your blender and make it a real brief mix. You're aiming for a finished consistency similar to a chunky salsa. Add about a 1/4 cup of white vinegar and a pinch of salt, somewhere around 1 teaspoon. Now, and I can't stress this enough, taste your sauce. Yes, it's going to be spicy, but this is where you decide whether you like where you're at or if it needs more vinegar, more salt, maybe even more fruit. One man's perfect is another man's inedible, so taste, then tweak. Once you find that happy place, you're pretty much done. I typically toss this sauce into a couple small mason jars so it's easy to spoon out onto food, or even scoop up with a tortilla chip. The flavor has some heavy fruit and citrus notes, but don't be fooled. There's still 10 habaneros hiding in the back, and they will pop up on your tongue with some serious fury. Try it on fish, chicken, pork, or if you like the heat, shovel it up with chips just like a spicy salsa. Everyone asks about shelf life, and considering the amount of vinegar in this particular sauce, this one should be fine left out on a counter. But I always preach better safe than ruined. So toss it in your fridge and it can last well over a year. That'll do it for this recipe, and thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you get around to trying this recipe, how it turns out for you, and if you did anything different. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel for more great content to come. Alright y'all, take care.